Hello, everyone. My name is Dio Morales, host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We are here with the top 4 of the North American Championships at Gen Con. I'm a little tired here, Chris.
Same.
Well, I'm here with...
Hi, Chris. Oh, Alan. I have a last name. A man has a name.
You do. So I want to say thank you, everybody who's been watching today. You guys are awesome. See you guys in the future. And I want to say thank you to our Twitch Prime subscribers. It's an easy way to support our channel. It literally free money. You connect your Amazon account, your Amazon Prime account to Twitch. You click the subscribe for free button. You toss $2 and change our way. You can do that every 30 days. Thank you to our patrons. And thank you to Curled Paw Creatives for sponsoring this round. We have an exclusive coupon code that is GenCon18 for $10 off of a $50 order. So I'm going to start talking about our players here. Dominic Brown on the left, flying 4 Cavern Angels with Crackshot and AP5 with Inspiring Recruit.
They all have Flight Assist Astromech.
Oh,
well, right?
yes, of course. They all have Flight Assist Astromech, Renegade Refit, S-Foils, all sitting there at 21 points. And AP5 rounding the list out. Now, AP5 is something that we've been seeing a lot pop up with these X-Wings. His ability allows him to essentially coordinate a stressed ship. The X-Wings need to K-turn. They need to be getting those Talon rolls, making sure they have their actions, keeping up the action economy so that they can hit. A couple notes about Dominic. He is from the Indiana area, part of the Hangar 19 squad. And his father and mother are here. They're super excited. And he is actually only 14 years old. Made it to the top 4 of the North American Championship. Super excited. And was just extremely pumped to get it this far.
All right, I got to give a shout out. Somebody just subscribed to Twitch Prime. It was me. I did it. It was my other account that I used to comment on so people don't know who I am. So it was that guy. Thanks, that guy.
Brew Nasty?
All right, there goes my cover. It's very subtle. Give me my gunboat emoji. Give it to me.
You have it now.
But I closed chat already, so I can't use it.
But you can log in on your phone.
And type that password in again. Did you see that? I'm out.
Copy paste, man.
I couldn't figure out how to log out on the app. I gave up.
So,
are you guys live right now?
Sorry?
Are you guys live?
Yeah.
So we are looking at Dominic's opening setup here, setting up wide. You got 2 of the Cavern Angels with AP5 sitting there in the corner, and then 2 of the other ones. He actually is using 2nd edition models.
Yes.
There.
Yeah. Are they all? Oh, I thought they were all the new X-Wings. I was like, wow. That's a 14-year-old with some money.
So we're going to do our best to keep those markers moving. Chris, go ahead and give us some information about Andrew's list.
Actually, I'm going to sidestep back to these X-Wings. So before we do Andrew's, we just saw Andrew's. I'll get back to it, I promise. I really like Dominic's opening a lot. So we've been rallying against formation flying because we see a lot of like, oh, I have 4 identical ships. Let me put them in a box and joust things with them, which doesn't work very well. It's just surprising to no one. But, you know, like, it's the obvious thing to do, so you see all the time. Like, the way he has this set up now, there's no Howl Runner for X-Wings. There's no Iden. There's no Sarasu. There's no, like, you don't get anything for being close to each other. It's much better to set them up separately and set up these wide arcs that are overlapping. You'd rather shoot something at range 1 with 1, range 2 with 2, and then out of arc at the other one instead of having 1 with a range 3 shot, and because they know where your whole list is and it's easy to arc dodge, no one else shoots. So things like this, they're much better for blocking, they're much better for concentrating fire, and they're much better for, like, being unpredictable. So I love the setup that he just did, especially with AP5 being able to coordinate moving before or after these with barrel roll. Like, it's going to be a nightmare to not get it, for Andrew to not have the Inquisitor blocked and not have Ryad blocked. So yeah, Andrew's list. Speaking of Ryad and the Inquisitor, so it's the exact same list we saw last game. Push limit auto thrusters, title Inquisitor, the most standard Inquisitor that's ever existed, who is now off the board again. Get out of here, Inquisitor. Countess Ryad, who's with Lone Wolf. Multi-spectral camo, which is the new card that came in the Reaper. I think it came in the Reaper. Everything in that pack was great, which basically says when somebody target locks him, he can roll a die 3 out of 8 times, he can remove it, or if he uses Palpatine for the turn, he can just always remove it. And the X7 title, make it a little cheaper. Scarif-based pilot, which is just the generic Reaper with Palpatine and advanced ailerons and lightweight frame. Does Dominic have an initiative bid? Because it will matter a lot for this game.
It is 100 points.
Okay, so that Palp Reaper moving after those X-Wings is a huge deal. Reapers aren't Whisper, but they're much closer than you would think by... You know, like everyone loves Strikers, but they don't play against Strikers that move after them often.
No, yeah.
You can do some crazy things. I mean, and again, Reapers don't have barrel roll, but, you know, that Scarif-based pilot moves after them. It jams one. It shoots one with no mods. Now the Inquisitor's doing real damage to it, and Ryad's just ripping things to pieces.
Yeah, so I think the fact of having that tool of jam on the Reaper is probably one of the biggest advantages that Andrew has, right?
Yeah, that Reaper moving after those X-Wings is just massive.
For Dominic, the crack shot is going to be something that can really push his damage over the edge if he's able to catch one of these aces in all 4 arcs.
Right.
And of course there's that if Andrew lets him.
There's a big if there.
Yeah, there's a big
but
if.
That crack shot means instead of, you know, like we see the 5 X-Wings with flight assist, but they'll pin down these aces and just not hit them.
Yeah.
Like that Lone Wolf Riot will ignore 5 shots, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You shoot me as many times as you want, I don't care.
Yep.
But with that crack shot, suddenly that like 1 or 2 damage turn is a 6 or 7 damage turn.
And one thing that the crack shot can do is it can force the spending of an evade token, and then you just don't spend crack shot.
Right.
Right? You're like, okay, that's fine. I just won't spend it. So one thing, it's going to be difficult to figure out which of these X-Wings are the ones he has on the board there. We'll do the best we can.
It doesn't matter till they start taking damage.
So does he have numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4? Ow, just punch the table.
You can cheat, though, Dio, and just start labeling them as they take damage. They're all the same till then.
True. But I've committed.
That's true. But nobody has to know. Just hide them. Oh, the focus tokens, the giant focus tokens would have made this much easier on the X-Wings. Looks like metal focus tokens.
Yeah.
So the shiny ones are their focus. Great.
Yep.
So slow rolling early with all of them, which is surprising. He's not in a formation, but he doesn't quite have that net. But, you know, next turn, all those bottom X-Wings could 3-bank and then boost on the bottom, and then all the top ones can 1-bank, and suddenly he's all over the board. We did stream 2nd edition games.
Yep.
Dion did. My game was on there. It was great. I recommend you watch it. You can watch Andrew Bunn and I fly around in circles for 60 minutes, and then final salvo, and I won the salvo because I'm way better than him.
Those will be up on YouTube starting next week. I just haven't had time to upload it.
No, seriously, the 2nd edition event was great because, I mean, so the vast majority of people are new to X-Wing, right? So it's mostly people that have played entirely too much X-Wing, teaching new people how to play and trying not to bully them too hard.
Yes. And before we go too far, thank you to Furin A and Norby YT1300 for your Twitch Prime subscriptions. Norby, 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. All right, so Ryad's starting fast here, 5 straight.
Yep. William, yep.
No,
make
5K.
He's just going to stay in the corner and make those X-Wings come to her. You know, the Inquisitor probably also did a 5 straight here. He just wants to spread out as much as possible, make those X-Wings pick a target, and then leave with that whatever target he picks and get Ryad behind it. It's not worth explaining. Just ignore your Twitch chat and move on. They aren't worthy.
So let's go ahead and take a look at some possible engagement lanes here for Dominic. So, you know, he's already split. You know, he has his formation split, but you want to try to engage all 4 of them at once, right? So is the call, you know, running up the board, bringing these here and trying to converge in this corner where Riot is? Or should he be turning to the left here and try to engage in the open space, have more room for those Talon rolls?
It's very interesting because if AP5 were in the middle, it'd be much easier to bring these bottom X-Wings and go very fast with them. They're as fast as Reapers with flight assist if, you know, things are running away from them. But because AP5's at the bottom, he almost wants to drag everyone into fighting down there. I mean, again, I don't think Dominic's plan here is, well, I'll final salvo. But if he just stays and screws around in the corner on the edge, Andrew has to go to him. Andrew can't roll 9 dice against, like, 14.
12? 3, 6, 9, so 14, you're right.
Yep, like that's not a winnable thing. So, I mean, eventually Andrew's going to have to get there and kill something, and he can't go there, half point something, and leave. He has to kill an X-Wing. That might just work, you know. Then he'll feel bad.
I'll take it.
So, yeah, X-Wing's going to go a little slower up top. We'll see if the bottom ones go faster. I guess AP5 could just go 2-turn and go hang out with these top X-Wings as well.
So, debating the barrel roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Though, if the Inquisitor goes fast enough, he might be able to get range and just take some... If the Inquisitor goes fast enough, he might just be able to get in there and get some free shots on that X-Wing now. And every time the Inquisitor shoots an X-Wing, he does about 2 damage. So if he catches X-Wings out of position for 2 or 3 turns, they just die. Dion's getting distracted by the chat.
A little bit. Sorry, guys.
It's just too much fun to ban them in your defense.
Correct. Alrighty, so 1 bank here. So it looks like the plan is to go ahead and take these X-Wings up the gut here. Left side. One thing we do have to remember is that AP5 does not have flight assist astromech.
Yep, he's way slower than the X-Wings. Thankfully, Coordinate goes out to range 2, so it's not a huge deal. But
right.
He can't just leave AP5 stranded out there. I'm surprised to see AP5 following these X-Wings in formation, though the 2-turn might not have fit there. I'm just, you know, you need to pick up every little bit of lost ground with AP5 you can to keep up with things. So what is our other game? It's Duncan playing what we saw him play.
Duncan against Ernest, Ghost Fen.
Ghost Fen, gotcha. So, well, Soontirfel's pretty good against fat turrets, as I've heard.
Yep.
But if it's R3A2 Fen, Duncan could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so we'll find out in the next round.
I'm surprised to see such a... that the ailerons left from that position for the Reaper are not good. I mean, he might just not be planning on... Because usually you can take that Reaper and you dial in 1 turns every turn, and aileron right 1 turn, aileron right 1 turn. And then, you know, you don't have to actually commit until after you see what your opponent does. And this is after his entire list moves, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. And then, you know, I really like the Inquisitor's in this interesting spot, right? He can hard turn, disengage, or do this, I was about to say, do this kind of middle 45, like I can still, let me pull up the Telestrator here again. You know, he still has the option to still disengage this way.
Yep, but he'll want to disengage up there, far away from those other X-Wings. If he can get those X-Wings to chase him facing the board edge, Riot will have a field day with them, facing the wrong direction and everything. You know, because he can boost right and then 5 straight next turn, for instance, and now he's behind all the X-Wings. The only thing they can do to get a shot is Talon Roll, which they really don't want to do.
No.
Facing the left side of the board at the top with a Reaper and Riot behind them is incredibly painful.
So where do we think the Reaper's going this turn?
I don't know. So I'm really not a fan of this position for the Reaper. So I assume that Reaper is like aileroning right. He's probably dialed in a straight. And it might, like, maybe my angle is bad so that he can aileron left and then go straight, but I don't think he can. It really doesn't. Oh, maybe he can. It looks like, yeah, he probably can.
Yeah, he'll have the space.
Okay, so he'll probably just dial in a straight or even a bank left because he can aileron right and then bank left. So, I mean, the secret to pre-positioning maneuvers, like the ailerons, like advanced sensors, like decloaks, is the faster the speed of the maneuver you dial, the better they are because you get more possible final destinations out of moving beforehand.
They're more spread out.
Right. So the faster you go with your Reaper, the less you've committed to a particular direction. As weird as that is, because usually the opposite is true.
So here's the barrel roll.
Yep.
From the Inquisitor, just getting a little bit more room, making sure that he stays at range 3.
Yep.
Probably get a focus here on the push. Or maybe even nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to focus. Nothing's in range. He might boost right, though I don't like it. because again, you know, now he's stuck to doing the 4 straight or the 1 turn, and both of those are kind of painful from there. You know, he'd much rather just be able to dial in the 2 straight and worry about it next turn. And the nice thing here for Andrew is AP5 is mostly out of range. Like the most AP5 could do is what, 3 bank left, coordinate a focus. Number 2 goes and like 3 turn, maybe flight assist, gets a focus and gets a range 3 shot at the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's sold out his entire list to do that. That Reaper is going to do that aileron we mentioned, 3 straight. Ryad's going to 3 turn in, and the Inquisitor's going to shoot 2. And I mean, Ryad and the Inquisitor might kill it, probably not, but the Reaper shot will do it, will finish the job. And without a focus, that X-Wing is not hurting the Inquisitor at range 3.
No.
Even with crack shot.
Even with crack shot and a target lock. All right, Dominic dialing in his decisions here.
Yep. And the funny thing is with these, you know, lists with a lot of ships, when one dial goes down, you pretty much know all your dials. It's just the effort of manually putting them down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, he's not going to send these 2 X-Wings off to go operate independently. That's not how swarms work.
No. Yeah, I think if I was Dominic, I feel like I need to make up some ground with this group here.
Yep.
So either going slow here, maybe just 1 banks.
Yep, and then like the 4 straight boost or something really fast.
Yeah, just and bring these guys in here if you can. Maybe with some, you know, you got some flight assist. Just start trying to converge and then crash down somewhere over here.
Yeah, now that I look at it, Ryad's like 3 bank, for example, looks fantastic because he can go straight down that entire corner of the board.
Yep.
The Reaper's actually in a it's just a terrifying spot for me. I don't know. It's
doesn't feel good.
I don't like. So I would want to dial in a 3 bank left here, so you could aileron right and then go hide behind the rock. But then you know you're at the board edge with X-wings chasing you, but you're moving after the X-wings, so it's much less scary than it feels.
Yeah. So looking back at our previous game with Andrew, do you think that Dominic's primary target should be the Reaper first?
It's so hard to catch with X-wings. I don't think so, because I mean he could even dial in the 1 turn left here and just eat the rock, right? That's not a big deal. He has 8 health.
Right.
Taking half a damage is just completely inconsequential if it means getting behind the entire list and just because then you know you dial in 1 straight, aileron 1 straight, aileron 1 straight, and just keep taking these modded shots with no response. So I want to say that the primary target, if Dominic is trying to kill all of Andrew's ships, which did they start time? Did we start time?
Oh, we missed it.
Let me go see how much time's left.
Okay.
But basically, I think so. Dominic has to take whatever Andrew dangles out, right? You don't have a choice. If Dominic's going to leave Fort Brown, then he's got to go for whatever option he has.
Right.
But then from there, honestly, I think the right option is probably the Palp Reaper or Ryad.
Yeah.
Assuming that Andrew's not going to let him block the Inquisitor, which I assume he won't. You know, we're at the top 4 of Gen Con. If the Inquisitor gets blocked and dies, I'll be very surprised.
Correct. So here's that 1 bank we talked about.
Yep, I'll go check time.
Okay. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what number 3 and 4 do here. All right. Probably get a flight assist boost here out of this X-Wing. There it is. All right, boosting to the right. Barrel rolling for the action. Deciding whether to move AP first or that X-Wing next. Getting AP5 out of the way. And there's X-Wing number 4. He's going to probably try the flight assist boost. I don't know if he's got it. No, he's going to go for the barrel roll. So it looks like the plan here is keeping a bit of an escort there for AP5. Somebody tries to jump. Somebody tries to jump the formation.
Oh, I was going to silently put in time, but can I grab the mouse? I'll get
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
So the round ends at 4:45. So can we... This button? No.
No, type the new time in right there.
Oh, yes. So there are 55 minutes left. Engage. That's off by a couple seconds, but we'll live.
Oh, no.
So it is the 3-turn. It's more committal than I would expect. Looks like he's going to, take the roll out. Again, like we were talking about earlier, these games end in, no one's going to commit to a direction here for quite some time.
Yep.
And the Reaper Sloop, that's fantastic. It's a great move. And I really like the way these X-Wings landed, too.
Yep.
There's not a lot of good safe spaces there.
No, and I like that he kept this X-Wing back. If one of these ships tries to jump the formation, it's going to get at least 1 to 2 shots.
And he can do some really cool things with it, like take AP5 up, take a 1 straight, coordinate a barrel roll, 3-bank right boost, and go flank with it. And I imagine he's got a lot of people, that weren't expecting moves like that and just...
Yep.
'Cause, I mean, how often do you see coordinated PS1 advanced sensor X-Wings, right? Like,
you don't.
So the Inquisitor's going to boost, set up again. So now he can. We'll see if he barrel rolls, but I imagine he's just setting up to go straight next turn. He wants those X-Wings to chase him. Chase me. The problem is when they chase the Inquisitor, they're going to be staring right at the Reaper, which is not good for Andrew.
Yeah.
So he'll go ahead and push, get a target lock, and
there
only have the 1 in range. So just dangling out the Inquisitor, hoping for a bite. Is there any way he can get blocked there? That 3-bank right will have, like on number 3, will have the Inquisitor in arc. So there's no way he can get like the flight assist boost. He can close his S-foils 3-turn boost. That might do it, actually. I don't think so. I don't think that's nearly far enough. And also, that's so much firepower to throw away. It might not even be worth it.
Yeah, you want to keep all these X-Wings engaged for sure. So we'll get a shot here from Dominic. 2 hits. Auto thrusters, focus, Palpatine.
Yeah, it should be fine. None of this matters.
I mean, he literally couldn't miss.
Yeah, it was impossible to do damage. Because if he'd rolled 4 blanks, he would have gone auto thrusters, palp. Oh, they have crack shot. He could hit for 1.
Yeah.
But it would have taken 4 blanks.
All right, so we're waiting for our next round of engagement here. So looking for some options excuse me, there he goes. So let's go ahead and talk about Andrew's options here.
Yeah, so Ryad, easy, 3-bank, done. Next ship.
Yeah.
It's the kind of the nice part about playing like more than 1 ace with a defender in the list is part of your decision is just made for you, and that's just how it is. He's going to land on the stress token and take a focus and evade, and if 2 X-Wings want to joust him, Ryad's down for that.
Focus evade. So your theory here was coming down this way?
4 straight boost around.
Okay.
He could also take the 1-bank left, but he will eat a lot of shots for it.
That's a lot less room.
Yep. Then the nice thing is only 2 of those X-Wings are going to get good shots into that. 3 of those X-Wings are going to get good shots into that Reaper, and like air quotes good because that Reaper could just 1 straight and be really far away still. Like 1 straight evade, 1 straight focus. You'll have 3 dice, palp evade if shots are coming in. And but then crack shots wasted on that, and those aces are going to be so hard to hit. Yeah. So the 3 X-Wings going after the Reaper might just be a trap.
Yeah, I'll tell you, as somebody who played crack shot X-Wings, when an opportunity to use the crack shot comes up, the initial reaction is you just want to do it because you want to make sure you use it before the ship dies, right?
And they do die. Yeah. They go up in flames very quickly.
Yeah, they do. Thank you to Ed Aerosmith and Legion3 for becoming Twitch Prime subscribers. Super easy to do, guys. It's literally free money if you have Amazon Prime already. Help us travel around the United States. Makes a big difference.
Yeah, but I suspect Andrew's game plan for this is kill an X-Wing, kill AP5, and then don't lose more than the Palp Reaper. And Dominic's plan is don't let that happen. Yeah. Kill as much as he can before everything catches fire. Yep. Because once 2 X-Wings die, the game is basically over. Either Ryad or the Inquisitor can solo things from there, which is alarming. All right. Barring something, like a misplay or something like that. Obviously games can still end, but like the win conditions for them look like that. I think Dion's going to ban someone if they say ace again.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, well, so there's a long-standing joke where Zach wants to define what an ace is, but I won't let him say.
Ah, got it.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
So AP5 comes up here.
Yep. Did he coordinate out a target lock, or has he not taken his action yet?
He hasn't taken an action yet. He's thinking. Taking a focus himself.
So it looks like that X-Wing is just going to bring up the rear. I like it.
You know what I kind of would have liked, though? I kind of would have liked the too hard there.
The too hard, or that crazy coordinate 3-bank get up there.
Yeah.
Because he would have, again, one shot on the Inquisitor, but one shot on the Inquisitor means he's not repositioning.
Yeah.
That's one of the very few ways to pin down a ship like that. But now, you know, the Inquisitor's going to take that 4 straight, or rather, all right, the Palp Reaper's going to happen. He's going to run.
Yeah, 2-bank clears the stress there.
Watching Andrew play makes me happy because he takes as many risks as I do, which is none, ever, under any circumstances. It must be so boring for everyone else to watch. Oh, Ryad. He's going to roll or dial around, but do a 3-bank.
Thank you to Dumpster Fire Red for becoming a Twitch Prime subscriber.
Yep. Oh, man, did Ryad dodge pretty much all those X-Wing arcs? That's going to be...
Yep, no shots there.
Painful. Though it might still be worth the barrel roll right just to have a clear maneuver next turn.
Yeah.
Because a blocked Ryad is a sad Ryad.
Very true. So he chooses to do the focus evade instead, and there's the Inquisitor. 4 forward.
Yep. So he'll definitely boost right. He'll only have one X-Wing shooting him at that point. He might barrel roll, but who knows if it's... I mean, honestly, he could tank here, but the boost right has much better turns next turn because those X-Wings can't turn right now. One of them can do like a Whisper-style decloak, you know, roll left, turn, 2-turn, but they'll have Ryad behind them, and they don't want that.
Nope. And one thing that Dominic does have open next turn, which we'll talk about after combat here, is he could engage to the left if he wants to.
He absolutely can go after Ryad here. I think he probably should at that.
It just depends whether or not he's taking the bait.
Yep.
On Inquisitor.
Is this a roll? Yep, all the way forward, and then just take the easiest 1 turn in the world next turn. And those X-Wings can't really do a lot about it. He might have 1 following him, but whatever. Like, splitting up the X-Wing is how Andrew wins the game, so he's just trying to split this up so they don't all get shots at the same time.
Yep.
No, correct. No shot there. Ryad has range 3 to both of those.
Alrighty, so range 3 has a focus. Waiting for dice to be rolled.
Well, while they roll these dice, so what are you thinking for Ryad here? Hey, what do you know, Lone Wolf? Yes, very out of range. Is that hit crit?
That's kind of what it looks like.
3 blanks for an X-Wing.
Cock die.
Cock die, still a blank. Andrew, plot armor Bunn, arrives, dealing a crit first attack of the game to an X-Wing.
Yep. So 2 shields. And the crit is...
Something that got pitched. Irrelevant crit.
Yep.
Who knows?
So
number 2 is down both shields and integrated and flight assist. I guess he's not down integrated, but it's obvious what you mean. Yeah. All right, so it looks like that X-Wing should be pretty cleanly out of arc. The one behind it should have a shot, though.
Yep, that's range 3.
Yep. So as we know, blocking a defender is the death of it. So what moves are you looking to? So 1, all right. So he palps and evade, and he's, that's the end of that. There are no other shots this turn. Yep.
1. Plenty.
Yep. All good.
So Andrew Bunn says, I don't want to roll the box. I'd rather just hit all the asteroids.
No,
with
those rocks aren't going to move themselves.
Right.
But this is an interesting turn with Ryad because The easy thing to do is just dial in the 5K or the 4K, the 5 straight. Ryad is just atrocious for swarms to deal with that are moving before. Like she's the ultimate counter to them because you don't even have to decide if you're going straight or a K turn until after they move.
Yeah.
Which is what makes like that 5K chain at the beginning of the game so effective because you wait until they pick a side and then you're facing the direction that's the least pleasant for them. But here, all the K turns are going to be. I'm willing to bet every single K turn is going to get blocked. Which means Ryad needs to like 3-bank out or even 3-turn out. The 3-turn out seems so painful, but the 3-bank is pretty easy to block for him, I think. Surely there's some coordinate block on it, right?
Yeah.
There's no way there's not. So Andrew's very not happy about this turn, but he got the Inquisitor behind those. Yeah, you mind putting a square where the Ryad 3-bank is?
Yeah. So
or like the 5s.
3-bank to the right?
Yeah, 3-bank right.
3-bank right's going to be there-ish.
Yep, something like that. And, the Inquisitor, so the funny thing is, in these games, it's a lot easier to know where the aces are going to go, right? The Inquisitor's going to 1-turn. We all know. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
It's not a secret.
So we'll probably use a different color. Let's see, how does the blue look? That looks good.
I like it. Oh, you killed the red, too.
Yeah, just to...
oh, for different... Gotcha.
Just to give...
Something like that. Around there somewhere. But, Flight Assist makes that so... Because you can 2-turn just boost.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm thinking here. You do your 2 turns here.
But
I would probably close one of these. The ones that you think it's going to get a block, I think I would, number 1.
Yeah, close number 1.
Close number 1. You boost into there. Maybe I would then AP5 coordinate a barrel roll.
Mm-hmm. So you're all you're all in on blocking that 5K and the 3-bank, right? So the problem is
1-bank here.
Both these players are clearly good, right? They both know what each other's best moves are. So Andrew can do things like just dial in the 1-bank left, and just ignore all of it.
Yep.
Where obviously you wouldn't normally want to do that, but ultimately it's losing an evade once to have a better lane. Like, if he arc dodges the entire list, obviously that's better than an evade.
Mm-hmm.
So the pressure Dominic's turn, this turn is way harder than Andrew's, because Andrew's basically flipping a coin. Do I think you're going to chase Ryad right, or do I think you're going to block all the K turns and would like a 3-bank right let me escape?
Right.
And every time Dominic tries to block a maneuver and Bunn escapes it, one more ship for Dominic's out of position, and then the Inquisitor's going to start getting behind things and picking them off.
All right.
Because, Dominic could go, oh, he's going for the Inquisitor. Interesting.
Okay. So he might be calling the Inquisitor 1 hard here.
Yep, but he can only get 1 ship on target here. Barring like a advanced sensor. I'm sorry, not advanced sensor, a pre-maneuver coordinate. It's all the same. Same thing.
Well, maybe. I'm not saying it's the right idea. But maybe the idea is just splitting fire.
Right.
Right. He has an opportunity to get a range 1 shot here with a focus if the Inquisitor does the 1 hard.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens here. So just a 1 straight. Wow. So blocking the not even blocking the 5K.
Well, he still has the flight assist.
Right.
He can,
probably. Yeah. Take the barrel roll. He's gonna flight assist. Maybe accidentally have arc. Doesn't look like it. he accidentally system opened himself facing upwards a little bit. But use that little bit of wiggle room on these templates and yeah. All right. So there's the block.
He's blocking the 5K there.
Yep.
Yeah. Back all the way. There you go.
Yep. And that might block the 3-bank as well, though I don't think it does. It's very hard to say. So there's a 1 straight. Yep, so he's all in on blocking Ryad there. He just has number 2 there to put the Fear of God into the Inquisitor.
Go away, Inquisitor.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, let's say Ryad gets blocked here. So she has Lone Wolf. 1 ship isn't shooting her because she got blocked. So she's taking 2 X-Wing shots, basically. Yep. And that's not as scary as you would think. Bad dice happen, obviously. Mm-hmm. She could just die, but she'd be pretty favored to not take too much damage.
Here's that 3-bank. We'll probably get a flight assist barrel roll to the left. Nope, just going to go focus there.
Yeah. Yep, because now,
1.
And he'll coordinate out whatever he wants here. Target locked on the Inquisitor, sure. There's all sorts of good options here.
I really like the target lock on the Inquisitor with number 2. He's coordinating that target lock to right.
Yeah, on the one that there's no way she blocks on him. So Oh, number 2 is the one that's very hurt. That's why they're the one that peeled off. Got it. Target lock there. All right, so let's see the Scarif-based pilot. Is he going to come help now? Because again, you know, moving after that number 2, that Scarif-based pilot can get in there and do some real work.
Yep.
We're rolling it out. Oh, multispectral camo.
There you go.
That is savage.
He got it, too.
He did. He did get it. Wow. So there's the aileron. I'm going to guess it's just some boring one bank, maybe a one turn. Oh, the one turn there would be very good, actually.
It gives,
nope,
3
just
forward.
running. Yep, I like it. No reason to bring your most mortal ship into the most dangerous part of the fight. All right, Ryad. It is a... Yep, taking the free bank right.
I think that just makes it.
Yep, should be good there. So a little risky, but it worked out for him. He can barrel roll, make most of those shots. Range 3, he's got Palpatine, dodge 1 arc. So he'll have 2 meaningful shots on him with Crack Shot, but he has Lone Wolf Palpatine and an evade with 4 dice. But more importantly, his 5K is the most clear 5K in the world that's ever happened next turn if he barrel rolls.
Yes.
And the Inquisitor will be, again, you know, behind the whole list. And he still gets the Inquisitor to... Because the crazy thing is, you know, the Inquisitor's going to one turn, and he might just take the shot trade with that Cavern Angels. The 2 at 3 health, already used, what's it called? Integrated. He could just pick it off the board this turn.
Oh, yeah. Especially might use an offensive Palpatine.
Disrespect. Ryad, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I believe in you. So, again, can you imagine if Ryad had boost this turn? Just take that. Just take the boost, dodge 2 arcs. Dodge 3 arcs if you count AP5. Boost.
Oh, yes.
Second edition Defenders.
Second edition. I wasn't sure. Like, are you referencing second edition?
Yeah, so they have boost and a 4th shield.
Yeah, there's the barrel roll.
Yep. So declares the right barrel roll. Should be all the way forward. Yep. Oh. Whoop. So he basically just wants as much ground as he can while still getting out of the arc of that front X-Wing. Yeah, there's no reason to be fancy here. Just make sure it gets done.
Yeah, he has plenty of space for the 5K there.
Yep. And again, this is... So... Rounds at tournaments like Gen Con tend to start pretty, like they start time early, right? The tournament has to get done. We have 6 rounds to do today. So by the time the game started, there were 65 minutes left.
Yeah.
So we are halfway through the game, and there have been 2 damage dealt, which is a little alarming because, you know, Dominic has to kill a ship, and he might just not have time.
Clears the stress with the 1 heart. That is currently sitting, I think, maybe just outside of range 1.
I bet it's range 1 from the Inquisitor, if I had to guess. Yep, Andrew's going to look very carefully at that arc.
Looks like it's currently in.
Yeah,
he's debating for maybe barrel rolls.
Yep, but I think he'll probably just token stack and get another shot on number 2. And probably just let the Palp Reaper finish it off, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, looking at that, I actually think that it is range 1 for the X-Wing.
Yeah, I think it is as well. I'm not sure that Andrew cares much because I get all those X-Wings are facing the wrong way to shoot the Inquisitor, and he can bail so easily the second they turn around.
Hey, look, it's a base size. 1.
Wow, the system works. Yeah, that's definitely range 1.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's the range even gets shorter as it gets closer to us, so it's very range 1. Yep, that looks like a token stack. There's target lock, evade, focus. Stress. God, those tokens make life so much easier.
They do.
The stress hanging on the bottom of the board doing nothing is not.
All right, so looks like it's in arc.
Cleanly has arc. So actual range 1. Not the Inquisitor's favorite place, but, you know.
That's what focus evade are for, right?
Yep, and Palp if he needs it.
All right, so rolls the dice. That's a blank. Not a blank.
So he'll spin the lock. Gets 3 without spinning the focus. That's very brutal. So if this X-Wing blanks, it's dead.
Oh, man. Gone.
So number 2 goes down, and Dominic's life just got way harder.
So yeah, right now, you know, after losing that X-Wing.
And Twitch chat, I'm going to preemptively, I'm going to speak directly to Twitch chat for a moment.
Okay.
Twitch chat,
How about just say viewers?
Viewers. Dominic's dice are not bad. He is an X-Wing with 2 agility. He's rolled a total of 5 dice and rolled 5 blanks. That is not that unlikely. These are things you plan for with X-Wings. They die if they get shot twice sometimes. Like, it's a thing you just have to accept. There are also universes where Dominic rolls for straight 5 evades.
Yes. So only gets 1 on that attack.
That's a bunch of blanks for Andrew. He's going to lone wolf. Just throw his dice all over the table. I think he made a hand motion that is good, question mark. Dice trays are the enemy, Dion.
Apparently. Kind of don't want Andrew in the final just because he's not using the dice tray. It has nothing to do with his play or him as a person. It's just not using the dice tray. You know how many hours it took me to figure out the dice tray?
So I think he just took a shield on Ryad. Kept the evade, question mark, or like a die got jettisoned into oblivion with the thing. So there's the palp. That's 3. All right, fine.
Rolled too many.
Oh, gotcha.
He doesn't have stealth device.
Oh, I thought it was range 3. He probably thought it was range 3. Rolls 3. Hitting
2 blanks.
And
Palpatine. Evade for 3. Probably uses a crack shot here.
Is he missing lone wolf? Oh, okay, yeah, there's the lone wolf. Gets a blank, so taking another 1 shield with crack shot. Yep, takes 2 shields.
All right, shields are down.
So crack shot is gone from number 4 and number 3. Then unfortunately, so that felt really good, right? I got all of Ryad's shields.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have crack shot, like he no longer has crack shot.
Yeah.
Except for 1 X-wing. So that's all. I mean, that's it, right? So if he didn't have crack shot that turn, he's hitting for 1. And that was with Ryad with no focus. And Ryad's about to 5K and be behind everything. The Inquisitor's about to 4 straight and be behind everything. Though the Inquisitor might 1 bank.
Well, I mean, the X-Wings can turn in on Ryad here. They have, because they do have that 45-degree angle on her.
So they could, like, 3-turn boost and try to get, range 1 after she rolls. Or just take the 2-turn.
Number 1 probably Talon roll.
Yeah. But number 1 is the one that still has crack shot, which is really unfortunate.
Is there? What could you do?
Oh, I'm going to click off some crack shots if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
3, 4. Number 1 is the one that still has it. Number 2's dead, so we'll kill that too. So it's a little obvious. There's 1 crack shot left on the board.
Yep.
So that's again got all the shields, but you need your Alpha Strike to do more than that, because if Andrew kills another X-wing, then he's very far ahead on points, and 2 X-Wings and AP5 are not going to kill the Inquisitor and a Reaper.
All right, so we're waiting for Dominic here. He's got his 4 dials set. Quick change there. Inquisitor's going to be coming in behind the formation for sure, between those rocks. Right there.
Yep. It could be a 1 bank, maybe. It depends on if he thinks he's going to take the K turns to turn in. Because that 1 bank and then either boost or roll, whichever one ends up being better. Boost left or roll left. But it's only a single modded shot at that point. And, X-Wings, they roll blanks, but they also roll evades. And X-Wings that roll 2 evades against the Inquisitor take forever to kill.
Yep.
So there's the Talon roll, presumably. And that is the one with crack shot. He'll probably get a focus coordinated to him, because that will be the Inquisitor's highest target. The nice part about the 1 bank, for instance, from the Inquisitor is he can just go and roll up, target lock that guy, and might even just be able to push focus and just take an unobstructed shot from range 1 billion that's actually range 1 and strip that focus off number 1.
People asking in the chat, on the other table we have Duncan Howard versus Ernest Pasillas. That's Duncan and his Sunterfell and 2 Scarif pilots versus Ghostfen.
So would you have done the 5K with Ryad here? Just dial it in, lock it in easy, or do you do something like the 3 bank? And the problem is the 3 bank could actually get blocked.
Yeah.
And Ryad's not an ace. She doesn't have boost. She can't just dodge arcs forever.
Nope. So yeah, so the 3 bank. 3 bank would end up
right in front of that guy.
right that
She
corner.
might be able to roll left and forward and just be out of arc of all of them but 1.
Yeah.
Up until
depends on
AP5 comes up and coordinates things.
Yeah.
And did they take a focus and it's just hiding under the numbers, or I don't know?
Yeah, number 3 did.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Oh, the barrel roll is.
I'm not a fan. Like this is flight assist barrel roll.
Yep. I mean, he could be blocking something like the one bank, but now that 3 bank left is just clean of everything. It's not even a concern.
Maybe AP5 can coordinate.
Well, and more importantly, the obvious move, the 5K, he can now roll out of arc of one of them. He'll be out of range of number 1, or just barely in range. Maybe he's going to move up, coordinate number 4? I guess 3 and 4 are still the same, so it doesn't matter which one's which. But, oh, he's going to coordinate. Oh, he can't. Okay, coordinate, receive a clear stress. Yep, double stress himself. And unstress number 1. I like it. And, yep, take a focus.
Go ahead, pull those this way.
All right, the Scarif-based pilot is decided. It's probably time to help. Now that all the X-Wings are facing the other way, look, I'll help. The most helpful.
Update on the other game.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, William Hagewood, sideline reporter.
The most glorious beard in X-Wing.
Agreed.
Duncan kept his Palp Scarif alive, on the run.
Okay.
And Soontir dodged 2 range 1 shots from the Ghosts.
That sounds like Soontir. The Soontir special.
Not yet. Took no damage from them. Lined up what Duncan thought was out of arc. Helped the offense. And the crit that he helped was blinded.
Oh, so Duncan is the protagonist. Got it.
That left the Ghost at 1 health and no shot, and his opponent conceded.
Okay, so Duncan Howard in the final.
Duncan Plot Armor Howard.
I might get Duncan on stream twice.
Ooh, is that even legal?
Not in Virginia.
Fair. So the scary thing here is, right, so all these X-Wings have shots on Ryad, but the Inquisitor and Ryad might just kill one before it shoots.
Yep.
And even if they don't, that's, even less modified shots. So, yep, he's going to lock the far one.
Thinking about this move, if he was so convinced that this 5K was happening, why not boost? He would have had range 1.
I think it's probably just hedging his bets, because if it had been something else, like maybe he does a 3K, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. Presumably there was a reason. Like it was a deliberate thing he did.
I guess, you know what, if he would have boosted, he might have been able to barrel roll out of the arc, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's the first shot. Looks like 3 symbols.
2 blanks, or is that an evade?
That might be.
2 shields there.
I'm not sure which X-Wing it is.
Yeah, it's the top one.
This one?
Yeah, so number 4.
Number 4. There's Ryad shot.
This isn't going to do anything. There's no way he focuses this.
Lone Wolf.
No thanks.
And now here comes the X-Wings. Only 1 crack shot left. I like using my crack shot one first, see if you can strip some tokens. Just make it scary.
Yep. Oh, the Inquisitor hasn't. Oh, AP5 is going to shoot first. Strong.
AP5 out the back, range 1.
There's no op spec involved or anything, is there?
No.
Okay. 3 dice, baby. He's just trying to sneak out Palp, basically.
Yep.
I mean, there's no way. Even if there's 3 hits coming in, there's no way you would actually Palp there. So that X-Wing just barely has range. I'm surprised that we didn't see Andrew barrel roll here. Like take a barrel roll even left and back just to clear range, because any X-Wing that blocks Ryad is immediately going off the board the next turn. So focus is for 2.
Focus for 2.
This is range 2, but no crack shot. So
blank focus evade is what it looks like from here.
So he'll,
it would look so much better in a dice cam,
really nice.
where I could see everything super clearly.
So Andrew's not going to lone wolf. He's just going to spin the evade. Andrew, you do have lone wolf. It's a pretty good card.
Oh, missed opportunity there. Looks like from number 3 now. 3 dice. It's going to be 2. It looks like hit crit.
Yep. Probably palps and evade at this point.
Looks like Andrew pointed at, probably asking that one still has crack shot, right?
Yeah.
I guess it does. Yes, sir.
Rolls 3. Now he lone wolves. Okay, he's just good. Whatever.
And the last shot here also with the focus. That's going to be 3.
So, yep, he'll palp and evade. So he's got to roll 2 symbols here, basically. After Lone Wolf.
That looks like less than 2. Lone Wolf. Got it. All right. So takes no damage there.
Good old Ryad. Ryad has another interesting turn in front of her. Though I don't, it's actually... So, another interesting turn for Ryad. Sorry, I got distracted. Because she can dial in the 5 straight here, and number 1 doesn't really want to block it because the other X-Wings are going to have to K-turn. Like, AP5 has Inspiring Recruit.
Yep.
But I'm actually really surprised Andrew went for X-Wings here and not just killing AP5. Like, the Ryad barrel roll, dodge an arc, take a shot at AP5 from both. Because even if Ryad dies and he kills AP5, he wins. But I guess all he really has to do at this point is kill number 4, and number 4 has 3 hull left, and he has 24 minutes to do it. So even if Ryad dies, which is somewhat unlikely, do you what? So that like
I would want to block here with the X-Wings for sure. This is a perfect opportunity. I know that Ryad can do the K-turn. I'm looking probably the 1 straight is pretty safe here with number 1. I think that blocks the 5 and maybe even the 4.
Yeah, like there's too many scary moves here, I think, for Andrew. Like I would be very surprised to see him do something that isn't like a 3-turn right and just leave. Like there's just too many good blocks and plays that Dominic has, and blocking the 3-turn would be insanity. Like that you're not going to 1 bank left number 3. It's just a bad move, right?
Right.
Like and that he can't block the 3, 4, and 5 and 1 bank number 3 and still get a shot on the blocked 5K.
Well, what he might actually be able to do is if you take number 4 and 3 and Talon roll them, and you get AP5 in the position where that 1 bank would be, and you do your coordinate. That might be an option.
That might work.
Looks like he's moving forward.
He could 1 bank and then roll and then move this one into that one, but that's just begging for the 5K to trash it. So I think he's...
Oh, looks like... he got a crit on Ryad.
Oh, I'll go see
missed
what
that.
it is. Yeah, 1 moment.
That might be important. So Ryad left with 2 hull there. And number 4 going for what looks to be the Talon roll. There it is. So Dominic really doing a good job of blocking a lot of Andrew's possibilities for escaping. AP5 doing a green maneuver. That'll clear the double stress with Inspiring Recruit. Probably going to follow it up with a coordinate action. I think I'd really like to see a target lock. There's the double stress. Coordinating to number 4. It's got the focus. Here comes a Scarif base. Probably does a 3 bank or 3 straight after executing this maneuver. Not just a 1 bank, keeping the cash.
So that is a structural damage on Ryad. So that is a 2 agility Ryad.
Oh, okay.
And
that's a big deal.
It looks like every maneuver for Ryad except for the 4 straight is blocked. So he went for the 3. That actually might clear. That would be so savage if that cleared. Actually, yeah, the more I look at it, the better it looks for Ryad. Yep, Ryad's out of there.
He's going to take a range 1 shot.
From a stressed X-Wing. Yes.
It has focus?
Yes. I just mean, but it's also the one that the Inquisitor's about to take a shot at as well.
Very true.
And he'll have to focus on defense to stay alive, likely.
He still has integrated astromech available as well.
Yeah, number 1 has crack shot too. Oh, so he's 4 health. Okay, good point.
Yeah.
So he gets the evade. The question is, does he flip the structural or does he focus? And the answer, I believe, is a structural damage or roll. I don't remember. I think it is.
It is a roll.
Then there's no way that it's... And number 1 did crack shot already?
Yeah, no. No.
Yes? He had to push a crit through? He would have.
Oh,
There's no way he would have
crack
shotted.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, no worries. I missed, whatever. We both missed it. Yeah, the quiz is going to 1 bank.
It's kind of putting the quiz not overextending him, but putting him in a spot where he's like, hey, you want to
Yeah.
shoot me? I'm the Inquisitor.
Hey, look, I'm here. You found me.
I only have 4 health.
Yep.
So it's going through the health on each of them.
Yeah, the nice thing for Andrew is even if, so let's say Riot dies here, number 4 is hurt. Oh, so number 3 is I think the numbers got mixed up somewhere. Number 3 is.
Oh, we have these flipped?
Yeah, I think so. I assume if he target locked there, then yeah, number 4 is the hurt one for sure.
Okay.
Because even if he loses, like he wouldn't
It
not.
looks like he actually has 1 shield still. Just looking. Whatever. We'll see what happens. So only 1.
He'll spin the lock and have 2.
Set at 2. 1 symbol there. Spends the focus, it looks like.
To take 1.
Looks like he had an evade on another one, so no damage.
All right, that might not be true for Riot here. That looks like range 2.
Range 2. Riot only has 2 agility here.
Yep. Number 1 does have a focus, but any blank is effectively just not happening.
That's 2
Focus
hits.
is for 2. Yeah, he'll picks up too many dice.
That's 1 evade.
Yep. He does not have Lone Wolf now.
Nope. He's going to have to spend an evade to avoid taking damage here.
Yep. Oh, or
he has a focus. Focus blank.
Oh, gotcha.
He has to spend them both.
Yep.
So that means this range 1 shot from number 3 might actually do some damage. Has a focus.
Yep.
4 dice.
So it's 4 dice focus versus 2 dice Palpatine, and that's 2.
Spend the focus for 3.
Yep. So
he's going to get 1 in for sure.
Yeah, he has to roll a natural evade. And
Riot's off the table.
Oh, no,
no, takes 1.
Takes 1.
Sorry, I thought that was a focus.
No worries. So down to 1 hull. So Riot is obviously out, right? Not interested in this anymore. Off the ride. No, thank you. The question is, what's the best way to do that? Is it just the 5 straight?
Yes.
I think I agree.
I think, though, the problem with the 5 straight is that it is blockable with flight assist. You 3 bank and boost in.
Right.
So, I mean, Andrew might try to do something cheeky, like going slower.
Right.
Maybe like a 2 bank.
Or, I mean, he could.
2 forward, I mean.
He might actually just 3 turn left now that I look at it more.
Okay.
That might be the move to do. Because it's so hard to punish. And if it does get punished, that Reaper is just going to come kill whatever it punishes. Because, again, we have 17 minutes. Dominic wins if Riot dies and he does not lose another ship. And Andrew wins if he kills another ship and doesn't lose 2. So I'll go check the health, the shields, and everything on those. Because I think I see 1 with no shields, 1 that's taken 1.
Yeah, we got something wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong.
So let's go ahead and look at some route possibilities here. So if I'm looking at Dominic's options here, when we talked about Riot, we have the possibility of the runaway here or here. So the temptation is going to be to try to hedge your bets and see what you can get. I mean, you want to keep those arcs wide while also having shots. AP5 is kind of in the way right now, to be completely honest. I'd like to... I guess if you're going for both, you could bank this way. 2 bank gets you clear. 3 hard, flight assist boost to cover there. And you bring AP5 in, coordinate, and then do a 2 hard this way. That kind of gives you the best of what you can do there with the arcs. We might get the K turn from Riot 1 last shot maybe before dying if he thinks that he's going to lose her this turn.
So the health is right. AP5 is the one with just 1 shield.
Okay. Okay. So
Yep, blocking the Inquisitor's 1 turn. Less concerned about Ryad's escapes.
Focuses. We're also saying, Ryad, I mean, depending on what Andrew's thoughts are here, if so far this is shaping up similar to what I was saying. If Andrew's convinced that he's going to lose Ryad, he might just K-turn, get one last shot
just
and
get
die.
that range 1 shot. Smoke him while you got him. Yeah, it depends on how much attention he's paying to time in the round and everything like that.
Yep.
And this multi-spectral is just so painful for Dominic.
Yep.
Every time he target locks 3 and 8, no. It is really cool seeing like lists like this do well because, you know, obviously the power level of X-Wings has been toned down dramatically in second edition. But there's a lot of ships that are similar to what X-Wings do now, but they just, you know, like Fang Fighters are very similar to this, but you just have to stress every time you boost.
I think I really would have liked the 2-turn here out of that X-Wing.
Oh, gotcha. Because the Inquisitor might 2 straight here or something, and
yeah.
So the Palp Reaper. Looks like he's thinking about it. This is the first turn he can come up and really start jamming, and when he starts jamming, even 2 agility Ryad's going to start ignoring damage.
Lone Wolf probably stays off for this turn as well.
Oh yeah. Looks like he's going to aileron out. It's probably, what, a 1 turn left,
1 turn.
1 bank even?
That's 1 bank.
Yep. Again, he's just biding his time. So he can 1 straight, 1 turn, next turn. He's got great, approaches there.
Or honestly, you dial in the straight maneuver, right? And you either aileron.
Well, because you can aileron out, turn in. The turns are better for when you're moving. Yep, so Ryad's just going to do the 5K, 5 straight. We'll see if it's a K turn.
Yep.
I think it's probably time for it to. Oh, need to straighten that one out, Bunn. Yeah, he's going to make it a K turn, just go for the kill on number 3.
Yep.
Was the hurt one.
Number 3 sitting at. Wait. We have this mixed up again.
What's up?
It's number 4 that's the hurt one. I don't know what's happening anymore. It's number 4. I'm pretty sure it's number 4.
Okay, the one all the way back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the Inquisitor's 1 bank blocked? It doesn't look like it.
No, 1 bank is in there easy.
I don't think there's any way that Andrew dialed that in, right? That'd be crazy. I mean, 13 minutes, I don't know. Maybe he's starting to get nervous. So he's just going to stack it up. Quiz. Is that a 4 straight? Yep, he's out.
Blocked. No shots.
Yep, no worries there, though.
Nice block by Dominic.
Yep.
Takes the Inquisitor's gun out of it.
Well, it's kind of interesting because the Inquisitor wasn't shooting this round no matter what. So it's probably an accidental block, right? Like, Dominic doesn't care if Andrew 4 straights. It's not really relevant. It's just next turn the Inquisitor will be relevant. So we'll see if... Yes. Oh, actually, does he have a shot there? I doubt it. AP5. Because he could change targets last second to AP5 and just try to kill him, but I doubt that's what's going to happen.
Alrighty, so here's Ryad's shot on the injured X-Wing.
Andrew's thinking a lot about his target. Maybe he's wants to strip the focus. Maybe number 3 is the one that's not hurt, and he's thinking about stripping the focus from it.
So Dominic goes ahead and points to the one in the back. I think he's asking which was the one with lower health. He's checking range to number 1, which
range
we
3.
have as full.
What just happened? Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Mr. Keller. What just happened? Can't show that on the Gold Squadron stream.
Nope. All right, here's the attack. 2 hits and a crit with Palpatine.
Oh, he palped it. Oh, was that?
Spends a focus, takes a crit.
Just 1 crit? Did he palp in a crit there?
He did.
Wow. I guess he's accepted that he's going to die.
That's aggressive. We're not sure. We know Flight Assist is still up. But he looks like he accepts it.
Yep,
Must not be anything too big.
Yep. So I'm surprised to see Palpatine, but...
Yep, so Palp's been used. Shot number 1. Only 1. Focus has been used. Gets the natural evade. Range 2.
They already checked. That one's range 3 as well.
No, sorry, range 3. Has a focus on this one. Spends it for 3.
Yep, got to roll 2 symbols here. Oh, he didn't palp the other one. Okay.
Wait, then how did he change it to a crit? Oh, that's a dead Riot.
Does he have Lone Wolf? No. Oh, that's why he force traded to try to clear Lone Wolf range. So he spends everything, question mark, takes the damage regardless.
Yep.
Riot goes down.
Riot's
All right.
off the table.
So now Bunn has 10 minutes to kill an X-Wing, basically.
Yep. Or AP5.
Yeah. Does AP5 do it? 16 plus 20 something? Yeah, it's fine.
That is a range. What looks to be a range 2 shot on the Inquisitor. I mean, nothing here.
Yep.
No modifiers. You never know.
Don't need him, don't want him. All right. Maybe
Has a
he needed him
focus.
and/or wanted him. What is this?
Oh, get to evade.
I'm just gonna knock everything over.
Just break my screen. Why don't you?
I mean, this is important. What is this? Cat Planet Cuties. All right, that's enough of that. Thanks, Ben Keller.
Beep.
I didn't hit any banned words in there. You're good.
Alrighty, so Dominic is in the driver's seat right now. Andrew needs to catch up. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Yep, they probably got 2 turns, which is about as many turns as Andrew will need to put 4 damage into an X-Wing.
Yep. So Dominic needs to play defensively here, right? Like that's his play. You got to be defensive. You leave the unhurt X-Wings in the fight.
Yep.
You just
start K-turning, start doing all sorts of stuff. It's a little risky because Bunn could just snipe AP5 out.
Yep.
Which might be the play. It depends. Like, you know, he'll probably if it's number 3 with focus, if it's the hurt guy with the focus, or AP5 like 2 range 1 shots with no mods, AP5 is probably the right target. Oh, did he take a hull there? Or he took a crit? Yeah, but he still has integrated. Okay,
yeah,
so
we're
not actually 3 health.
We're not sure of the crit though.
I guess I'll go check that one too while they do dials, because I don't expect anything fancy here. The Inquisitor's going to 1 turn, the Scarif's going to 1 bank 1 turn, or like 3 bank, and then the X-Wings are going to go crazy. Blossom.
Yeah, maybe we might see Talon rolls. It's okay. Could also go all in on the Reaper. That's not a bad idea. Especially the Inquisitor is 31 points. So here is X-Wing number 4. Just getting out of dodge. Excuse me, X-Wing number 3. That might be the hurt one. We're not entirely sure. Flight assist boost away. I'm going to go ahead and flip that. And focus for your action. Too hard. AP5's not stressed this turn, so has the option to do an action. So
it's a stun pilot. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Cursed by that? Ironically, of course. Well,
okay,
I guess
so
if Mary cuts a hole in it, she can at least get Kristen one out now. Just lay
speaking of getting banned from YouTube, the Zach Matthews. Oh my God.
Sorry, Neil.
Checking.
You have to put up a Zach-free area.
Alrighty, so there's
30 feet away. Action
barrel roll.
AP5 is totally out to dry here. Wow,
Yeah.
if that's a 3 straight from this Reaper, we might just see a dead AP5 or like a 3 bank or something.
Now
I imagine it's fast, whatever it is. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
So that's X-Wing
Dominic.
number 1 that's right up in front of that Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to palp on offense for that Reaper. He's going to 1 turn the quiz here. This is presumably just a focus. Yep. Andrew, no time for big tokens. I got 5 minutes to kill AP5 here. Then, man, AP5 can't do anything about the Inquisitor's next turn either. So this looks rough for Dominic. He's going to get 4 shots
I
on
think
AP5.
a little bit short-sighted. I know, he was feeling good, get the X-Wings out of there, but there might be some
oh, we're going in. This is surprising. Wants the shot on number 3, I guess, is the hurt one then?
maybe. It's either number 4 or number 3. We're just going to put that like that.
Yep. I mean, there's no way he wouldn't just go for AP5 if that's not the hurt one. Yes.
So considerate. I don't
Mr.
roll in the
Bunn.
box, but I use the giant tokens. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Bunn.
Take what you can get, baby.
That's right.
So, yeah, he gets the block. He's going to take that shot into this 2-hull X-Wing. It's just on the verge of death.
Needs the lock. I got 2 blanks there.
3
no
blanks.
Focus. 3.
Yep. That's 3, 2
All
and a
in the
crit.
hits. 2 and a crit.
Bunn. Oh.
2 blanks.
There's a dead X-Wing. So this just changed very dramatically. Was it like let's be sure. He could have changed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That X-Wing is toast.
Okay, that was number 4. That means this one is number 3.
F to pay respects to number 4. I shouldn't do this to your chat. I'm sorry. So now, yeah, this Reaper's just taking range 1 shots at X-Wings. Palpin in a crit. Yep. So I see Bunn. He just loves throwing. Have you seen him play Age of War? Can you imagine this with 7 dice in his hand on a giant table? It's just it's an explosion of dice. It takes like 3 tries. So is that 2 blanks on that X-Wing as well?
It looks like focus.
Oh, okay.
Or not. I don't know. Yes.
Something happened. Somebody
They
knows.
didn't take any damage.
Really? On 4 hits?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe it wasn't 4 hits.
It had focus, but that was a lot of symbols. I think he took some shields off and we just can't see it.
I didn't see him grab for anything. These are the. Oh, that's AP5.
Yep, that one's full.
That's an X-Wing.
It's full. Yeah, that X-Wing's dead. That
Is it
X-Wing's
this
dead.
one right
Yeah,
here?
that's no shield on that one.
So number 1.
Yes, number
No
1
shields.
lost his shields. But there's 3 minutes left, and Dominic has to kill
The Reaper.
anything.
So taking a look at some of the options we have here for Dominic, obviously hindsight's 20/20.
Yep. Well, this is. Honestly, I think this matchup is very hard for Dominic. Dominic played this amazingly.
Yeah, he did a great job. What I think would have been the better move, right, for Dominic is get these X-Wings in position. If he thought the Reaper was coming in, to shoot the Reaper and try to maim it.
Kill it. Yeah.
Because then if he trades, 1 X-Wing for most of the Reaper, you take out the Reaper,
Yep.
and you got 2 in the Inquisitor, you might be able to do something with some blocking
Yeah.
and
The crazy
run
thing
out the
is,
time.
like, that's why ailerons are so scary, because had he gone for the Reaper's just out of there.
That's
now the
very
Inquisitor's behind everything. But again, maybe you just roll double evades on your X-Wing, right? 1 a turn, 1 a
Right.
turn, 1 a turn. Oh, you only got 2 turns, I win.
Yep.
And like that, I mean, that's all I can think of. I don't know how else you can do this. He's gonna go for the flight assist. Can he even roll left? I don't know what flight assist he even wants there.
Check for the boost.
Yeah.
Left.
Will it blend? Didn't look like it.
No. It's a little bit, the X-Wing's a little bit too far out.
Yeah.
If they're touching,
Yeah,
it
then
works.
you're good, but yeah, all right. So no flight assist. We have 1 minute and 58 seconds. So yeah, looks like Bunn's trying to figure out which way to aileron here. Probably wasn't expecting this. It's real. Like, I mean, there's almost any move on his dial is fine at this point because it's just 1 X-Wing shooting him.
Right.
It has a focus and a stress. Did I miss? Oh, AP5 coordinated.
AP5,
Got it.
yep.
So this is probably something like just a 3 bank, 3 straight, just clear and distance. He knows he's up. He knows he has very little time left. All right, I retract every statement I made.
I mean, this is essentially the last turn, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's possible. That's all. Okay, never mind. It's 1 X-Wing. He has 2 shields.
Yeah.
He can evade or just jam. Oh, he doesn't have
Focusing?
ISB. Yeah. So just focusing. The quiz blocked? Question mark? Yeah. Whatever.
So no shot there.
Yep.
Good block with AP5.
So Palp Reaper's trading shots with 1 of these X-Wings. Probably he's going to shoot the hurt one. We just don't know which one that is. So the quiz out of range. So the caverns are up, or cavern in the singular.
Yep.
And maybe AP5, checking arc. Looks pretty cleanly out. They're down to 44 seconds. Honestly, Dominic just needs to go as fast as he can here to try to get another turn.
Get another turn, buddy. Roll the dice.
I don't care about AP5 shot. Let's just go. That's 2.
Spend the focus for 3.
Yep. And then so we roll 1. We decide on palp. Don't palp the 1, Bunn, or unless you know you're going to palp on defense. There's no way that's range 3, right? What? Huh?
Lightweight frame.
But you don't roll them together.
Why not?
Because Palpatine's much better when you roll more dice at once.
That's true. So he just played wrong.
Yeah, I think he just got. It didn't matter because he didn't roll anything, thankfully.
Right.
Or we could go yell at them. I'll go yell at them after the game.
There you go.
So focus for 3. Is that 2 blanks? Is that squiggle?
That's a squiggle.
All right. 2 more there. But they should be calling time. Our time was late, not early. But, oh, they probably aren't calling it for 1 game. Just kidding.
Yeah. We'll probably see the handshake here in a minute. There it is.
So that's the game.
So congratulations to Andrew Bunn getting into the final. We got an Andrew Bunn versus Duncan Howard final. Dominic Brown, well played. Congratulations on getting into the top 4. So Dominic and Ernest, both of our top 4 competitors that didn't win, will be getting a free invite to Worlds.
Oh, like a free trip?
Not a free trip.
Oh,
your invite. You don't.
I was I should not have dropped.
You don't pay for the ticket.
Gotcha.
For Worlds.
Well, that's still nice. I mean, the Worlds invite, it might be invite only this time. It might be like invite lottery. We don't really know.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure.
That's a headache removed at the very least.
Yeah, but Dominic, I've seen him play when I've gone to Indiana. He's come to Chicago, and this has been his best run ever.
Nice.
So congratulations, 14-year-old Dominic Brown. Hope to see more of you at the top tables. Chris and I will be back here with the final probably in. They're going to give him a break. I'm pretty sure.
A bit of a break.
I want to say thank you to all of our Twitch Prime subscribers. It's free money. Go ahead and click that Twitch Prime button. Thank you to our patrons. Go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. Get awesome swag while support us and being a part of the largest group of X-Wing. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by what's happening on
That's addresses and stuff. You might want to edit that out. Panic.
Booth view.
Hi.
There we go.
Hello. Can I bring this pillow out?
Do not.
Hi, Andrew.
Okay.
Wait. Oh. That's the guy that makes your dice calculator. Right there.
This is dice calculator guy?
Yeah.
Gate of Storms. The storm. Alrighty. A couple of things. Huge thank you to Curl Paw Creators for sponsoring not only this round, of course, our final. Use your discount code GenCon18 to get $10 off of a $50 order. You can see all these awesome tokens. You can get that whole set of tokens plus the ID markers for $45 if you use the coupon or any other combination. You can go templates plus tokens, tokens and templates and markers. Honestly, if you're really smart and you want like all the stuff, you make 2 orders. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
And Andrew Panic, he knows. Shut it down.
You make 2 orders. You get templates in 1 set and then the RD markers, and there's a bunch of other stuff there. You can get extra tokens or just whatever your heart desires.
Will, you need to come here for a second.
Or go in
there are
with a friend.
people that play X-Wing
yes.
that have not witnessed this glory.
Oh, the beard.
The beard.
It's
the
beautiful.
man's name is Killer Bearded Hawk for a reason.
It's
truly a work of art.
I'm in full Killer Beard hair fashion.
This needs to be a sub-show of Gold Squadron. The Killer Beard fashion.
Facts.
That's right. All right, so we're going to have an awesome final here.
Yep.
By the way, thank you to the Hairy Demon for becoming a Twitch Prime subscriber.
Not an appealing name.
It's not the worst. Not the worst name that we had in Twitch.
Fair.
I couldn't even say it.
It's props for names, for having a name you donate with that we can't read. Right.
Right.
Props for that.
What's your guys' predictions on the matchup?
I imagine we're gonna have a whole lot of ego no matter what happens.
Well, I mean, so we have highest pilot skill on the board is Sunterfell. We know that,
yes.
right? So lots of arc dodging. Lots of plot armor on Duncan's side. All jokes aside, I think it's going to be a good game. The PS1.
There's 3 PS1s.
There's 3 PS1s. They're both at 98, right?
Yes.
So that initiative roll is going to matter.
No matter a lot.
For blocking, because depending, how all that goes, you can block a block one of the other Reapers to get a block
Yep.
on a close ace or something like that.
Yep.
Ryad in this matchup,
It's really good.
yeah, it's, I mean, just
When
being
there
able
aren't
to hop
things
everything.
when there aren't things to block Riot just goes to town on everything. It
Yes.
just makes Reapers so sad.
Yeah, so we won't.
It's also the same cost as Soontir.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hull upgrade, yes, because of camo. Well, I mean, or the bid.
and I mean, the biggest issue that
Oh God,
that Duncan.
Oh no, not again.
Oh, no,
I've seen this. I've only seen this power once before.
Do we have Lupin Chewy?
I'm sure someone's selling it.
We gotta run. The other thing here is that Riot is so defensive. Will Duncan have enough firepower to kill her?
I bet Soontir will do exactly 3 shields to Riot
Okay.
and then never do damage again.
I mean, fair. All right, so we'll be back. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back with the final of the North American Championship here on Gen Con. Thank you to Curl Paw Creatives, our Twitch Prime subscribers, and our patrons. We'll be back.